dropped him.
Whoa! Right there, baby.
In this episode, we're hunting turkey down in the South Platte River in eastern Colorado. This is my son Zach's first ever turkey, and he's only 10. But before we get to the hunt, I'll show you a little target practice session. We went out to the plains of Colorado and let Zach get used to his brand new 20-gauge shotgun. Well, this is the very first shot. You're aiming at his head. Look at all those BB holes right in the head.
They just went straight through the box.
That would have been a dead turkey. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready for our first 2021 hunt. And today it's just my little boy Zach, who's not so little anymore. He's almost 11. He's getting huge. And we got a new 20-gauge shotgun for him to go springtime turkey hunting. And so we are out here in middle eastern Colorado and be hunting on the river today. Hey Zach, you excited?
Mm-hmm.
Going in. Got Josh and his two girls. His girls got licenses. Most hunting is best if you hike in. So we take a 1.5 mile hike and get all the way back into the trees. As we get into our favorite spot, we notice there's a deer, but he's not looking at us. He's looking at the hunter who's already taken our favorite spot. And check out his decoys here. Unfortunately, there turned out to be hunters pretty much under every bush. They were all clucking their turkey calls. So we decided to head to a spot on the edge of some private land. Then our luck changes. We finally spot a turkey.
Wait, where?
I just saw him.
Oh, that's a deer. I see a deer moving. You see a turkey?
Yeah, I literally just saw a turkey.
How far?
It's about like right over there. See how you
Even with that tree or no?
No.
It's not out of range. We have to be within 40 yards. Okay. Let's get up to that tree.
No. I'm gonna get this. You can see there. See that puppy over there? Look at the
Sneaking up on him, and then one up above us, and the trees took off, and he flew across the river. And we're pretty sure it's a tom turkey. He's still on public land. So we're gonna see if we can get some trees in between he and I, and we'll see if we can get close to the one that's up in the tree.
Unfortunately, that turkey didn't give us a chance. So we worked our way back to where we first saw the turkeys, and we decided to set up and do some calling.
coming.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117,
Zach's doing a great job calling in these turkeys. He's getting responses on the other side of the river. Then Zach spots a turkey sneaking up behind us.
Is your safety off? Support yourself with that log.
He had ran up underneath that brush. Zach got in position.
What is it? Dad, what is it?
It's a hen. It's on private land too.
Truth be told, we don't know for sure if it was a hen. We just never could see if it was a tom. So Zach couldn't stand it. He had to go check out that brush pile and see if there's anything else inside. Unfortunately not. So we decided to call a little bit longer in this location. We have a very interested turkey on the opposite side of the river at the base of those trees.
If he saw us or changed his mind or what. Come on back, buddy. It's really exciting. We heard one that sounded like it's in puberty, clucking away. And it was just right across this little river. And it was back in those trees, I'd guess about 150 yards. I did see a little motion, I saw its head. Couldn't tell what it was, but it didn't come in. Now it's further away, towards where we saw the other hunter. Maybe it was just a hen.
Well, here's a quick recap of the morning. It was pretty eventful for not doing too much walking. I'd walk probably about a mile in. But once we got in the trees, there were hunters everywhere, unfortunately. You could hear them clucking away. I'm not much of a turkey hunter, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to just do the same noise over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So at any given point, you could always hear somebody kind of clucking. But despite all that, we did see, I think I laid eyes on 5 different turkeys. I only know for sure one of them was a tom. And we had one come in on us. We're not exactly sure how it happened. Our one blind spot in the place we chose to set up, it came in that blind spot, and Zach noticed it, and I was looking the other way, running my call the other way, and we never got a good enough look at it to determine if it was a male or a female. I think Zach could have got a quick shot before it jumped into the brush, but neither one of us could tell if it had the hanging down beard. It's a good thing we didn't shoot, because we had our licenses checked on the way back to the truck by Game and Fish Department. So we were carrying back a hen on accident, then that would have been bad. But anyway, we had a lot of fun, and they were gobbling like crazy. I don't know if very many of them got picked up by the footage, but we're going to try again tomorrow. The rest of the day we're just going to hang out and have fun. Good morning, day 2. We are up exactly 1 hour and 15 minutes earlier than yesterday. So that's 4:15 on my clock right now. We're already driving to see if we can beat all the yahoos to the parking spot and maybe get in there where all those turkeys were gobbling yesterday before it gets surrounded by hunters. So Wish us luck. Come along with us. Zach, let me see your face. Are you excited? Here we are getting loaded up. We were the first people in the parking lot today. Let's see what happens. So, what are you thinking for setup? Together, or one group on that side, one group on that side?
This is where we're at. I think that's the best roost. Or we could, here's the two roosts. So I don't know, we have one guy split up and sit there, and the other guy sit there, but I think we keep taking the sand beds real easy walking, quiet. And then we could maybe right here come in.
Okay.
Sat here and watched. That tree right there is full of 20 turkeys. That big one.
Yeah.
This is where we're at. I just think we go in there, find a place that's got a little bit of an opening and set up our stuff.
Okay.
Spread out where we won't shoot each other.
Yeah. Group right here.
Oh, we can stay here. You guys want to keep going?
Okay. Zach and I sneak through the darkness to get into position. I step off 150 yards. I hear a turkey. There's turkeys.
Let's sit by this tree and wait for the sun to rise, and then we'll shoot him out of the tree. So far, I see a bunch of shadows of turkeys.
Yeah,
Do you think one's
probably.
They'll see.
I'll turn off my light. Using no headlamp, I crawl out in the complete darkness and set up 4 decoys, and then I slowly crawl back into the blind.
Much longer until we can shoot at them.
Probably another 20 minutes. Yeah. We let the sun come up, and then we can clearly see there are turkeys in the distant trees. As we start to see where the turkeys clearly are, we start coming up with a game plan. I told Zach, well, we can stay in our blind and we can see if we can get them to come in. And Zach interrupts me. He said, that's a horrible idea. Let's sneak up on them. So if your 10-year-old gets up at 3:45 in the morning and hikes in 1.5 miles in the dark and is so excited to get a turkey, what would you do? So we decide to army crawl out in the darkness. I didn't record the army crawling because I did not want the backlit LCD displays to give away our location. Once we're within 50 yards of the turkeys, Zach happens to notice an even closer turkey. We freeze and hold our position until legal shooting light.
we set up in the dark. Let the sun come up. Alright, Zach's gonna do his license. He's signing it.
My first ever tag.
Meanwhile, Josh and his girls are having some turkey excitement too. After our shots earlier in the morning, some of the turkeys scattered and they landed over in Josh's location. This hen landed right above their blind.
Congratulations, Zach. That's an awesome looking bird.
Wait, can I see something real quick? Is that okay?
Yeah, give me your gun. Check him out. They're really, look how big his beard is. He's awesome looking.
He has something on the closet.
Yeah,
He has a unicorn horn.
Isn't that cool?
A unicorn horn.
Incredible color.
His tail feathers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we came in the dark and Zach had said, let's get up a whole hour earlier. So we actually left our hotel. We left our hotel an hour and 15 minutes before we did yesterday. We came in here in the dark and we dropped off Josh and his girls, Bella and Carly down there, and then I counted my steps to be 150 yards away from them. We came in here and it was still pitch black. And we started setting up decoys and we set up our blind, and then we started looking with our binoculars and we could see these black footballs in the trees kind of around us. And I could sort of range find some of them, and they were all just outside of range. And so I was like, we got to get within 40 yards before you can shoot. And so we army crawled out of our blind. I held the gun with one hand and Zach army crawled in front of me, and we crawled all the way out. Maybe the whole way. And we were looking at mostly birds up there, and then Zach noticed there was one at the top of this tree right here, 37 yards away, up behind all that kind of gnarled branches. And there was a little triangular shape. The sun had come up enough that I could go ahead and identify it and had my binoculars. I could see he had a huge hanging down beard. I could see his colors of his head and everything. And I could see that triangle was perfectly on his vitals and lower part of his neck. And so he got real calm and he set up and he put his, I think he put his elbow on his knee and aimed and took one shot and plop, he fell right down and didn't take another step. That's his first legitimate kill with an actual tag. You got to punch a tag and something we can finally eat. So he's excited. So thanks to Josh who's filming, because he told us about this place.
Awesome.
This is what I love about hunting. You get up early, you work hard, and sometimes you're successful, and sometimes you're not. But no matter what, you're with the people you love, and you're creating memories that will last a lifetime.